So with the coronavirus, I'm sure there's two questions on everyone's minds, and I'll answer them in priority. Number one, yes, we do have toilet paper. And number two, yes, Joe and I are doing just fine. Hi, Alan Stankovitz here for DayCreek.com. Today is a beautiful sunny day here at Day Creek, and over the last week things have warmed up a bit. We had snow on the ground until about last Sunday when it got up to a balmy 65 degrees Fahrenheit and got rid of most of that snow. I pounded a post into the ground and sure enough the ground had thawed out. So I called up Scott at Viking Electric and said, hey, guess what? Our ground is thawed, at least by where we had hoped to install the solar panels. So Scott was elated with that news, and last Thursday, Scott and his crew came out and installed our solar photovoltaic array, 6.4 kilowatts. Now this system still has to be wired in to the grid and trenched in, and Scott is hoping to be out here next Thursday to do that. And then once he's done, that'll get inspected, and on Friday, if all goes as planned, our local utility, MI Energy, will be out to commission the system. So we made great progress, and it was really fascinating watching how Scott and his crew got these solar panels installed within hours. If I did this myself, I'd be at it for weeks. So without further ado, I'm going to shut this camera off here. We'll go inside the house, and I'm going to pull up some video from this last Thursday and share with you the installation process. Scott and his crew showed up bright and early, or should I say wet and early, on Thursday morning. In Minnesota, you can almost guarantee that the day you plan to install solar panels will be cloudy with some form of precipitation. At least in our case, it was a cold rain and not a heavy snow. It is March in Minnesota, don't forget. I was really looking forward to watching Scott's post-driving machine in action. Instead of using costly and time-consuming concrete piers, this machine vibrates I-beams 8 feet into the ground. I was a bit concerned that Scott might run into some ice or rocks the size of Buicks, but as it ended up, the I-beams went into the ground faster than a hot knife through butter. Once the first and last I-beams were in place, it was a simple matter of lining up the 3 remaining I-beams, and boom, it was done. Scott started around 8 in the morning, and by 9 he was done and loaded the skid loader back onto the trailer. 1 hour. Simply amazing. The rest of the frame went up quickly, especially with a crew of 5. Once the framing was completed, the solar panels went on next. After the solar panels, boards were installed on the back of the I-beams to support the electrical hardware and the Fronius inverter. The rest of the work was mostly wiring and other minutia that took a few extra hours. By 2 in the afternoon, they were done and out of there. Now we just need to trench the AC line from the inverter to MI Energy's meter, have it inspected by the county's electrical inspector, and commissioned by MI Energy. Hopefully we'll be generating lots of kilowatts by next weekend. Of course, you can bet the weather will be ugly on Thursday and Friday. It is Minnesota, it is March, and it is a solar installation. Let's just hope that it'll be rain and not snow. The computer weather models are predicting a sizable winter storm for the upper Midwest on Thursday into Friday and have us close to the rain-snow line. Well, that's about it for today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Always, please subscribe. And if you'd like to buy me a coffee, there's a link below telling you how to do that as well. Take care, stay safe, and we'll catch you in the next journal entry.